Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back to another stream on the channel. It's been a few days, but we're back, and tonight we've got a lot of things to discuss. Obviously, Leicester playing on Tuesday against MK, so we're going to be discussing that. The big one is coming up against Newcastle as the Premier League returns, and also we've got some interesting transfer news and news from Brendan's press conference today, of course, in preparation for that Newcastle game on Boxing Day. So, yeah, lots of things to go through tonight. A lot of interesting transfer news or plans has came out today. So we're going to go through a bit on that. And as always, just talk generally about the Leicester. So yeah, just forget into it. Drop a like on the stream. Subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I think we should get in it. As always, get involved in the chat. Let me know your thoughts and everything that we discuss. Ask me some random questions if you want. And yeah, it should be good. My voice is a bit better, but that's the reason why I didn't stream the last 2 days, because I couldn't really speak. So yeah, Leicester Edits is in it as always. Was a good game. Tuesday by the way, but yeah, good. It was good. Of course. But the main event's on Boxing Day, really. Let's be honest. But yeah, talking of MK, then we're going to start off just quickly going through that. I don't think there's too much to really go through here because it was a pretty dead game, to be fair. I don't know. It just was a bit flat. The away end was very flat, but it was a solid performance, clean sheet, good goals, got the job done. Obviously, we got a tough game now in the next round against Newcastle, which it's not ideal, but yeah, it was a good performance. Interesting team, pretty strong as we all expected, really, and cruised to victory. Really, let's be honest, it was never going to be too difficult. So yeah, good stuff. Confidence should be up. I thought Luke Thomas had a great game. Perez looked surprisingly good. Obviously, Tillerman's in there scoring. Vardy scoring as well, which is decent. And defensively, we looked pretty sound as well throughout the whole thing. So, yeah, overall, nothing to really complain. I think MK had about one shot the whole match. So, lovely stuff, really, boys. Lovely stuff. And hopefully, we can keep going. Obviously, we've got Newcastle in the next round, which ain't going to be easy because obviously they're third right now in the Premier League, but we have played Stockport, Newport, and MK, so it probably was about time we got someone half decent. But yeah, apart from that, though, I don't really think there's too much to really talk about the game. It was pretty much as everyone expected it. It felt a bit like a pre-season game. Just strolled through it, got the win, obviously, which was most important, and got ourselves into the quarterfinals. So that's the main thing, really. But now the focus is obviously on Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? Monday, and on Newcastle, which is obviously a crucial game. Liverpool as well coming up, and the real business will start. But yeah, obviously I wait for some of you guys to come in here. Obviously it's a bit of a there's no real game to talk about tonight, so I'm not expecting too many of you guys in here. I waited a tune. I don't know. I might. It depends. I might go. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see about that one. We'll see. Yeah, as the main title of the video today is the January transfer plans. Now, Brendan Rodgers in his press conference did touch on this a little bit. I'll bring up the tweet in a few moments' time, but pretty much he just said we're Leicester going to try and strengthen it in two positions. Obviously, we have got a lot of team news as well to discuss, so let's get straight into it. So yeah, the main thing transfer wise is this tweet right here. Hopefully you can see it. So Brendan Rodgers also confirmed he'll have money to spend in the January transfer window. There's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes. We'll look at a left back position as one to improve on, and also for a right-sided winger as well. So pretty much as we expected, but I think the key thing really is obviously the left back position with the injury of James Justin. And realistically, it's just Luke Thomas there, with Ricardo still out injured as well. So I think that's the main thing from the press conference. Obviously, we have got some team news for Newcastle, which we'll discuss a bit later in tonight's stream as we obviously preview the Newcastle game a little bit. But yeah, a left back and a right winger is pretty much what Leicester will be going for this January. There was another tweet, if I can find it, about if it's going to be a loan or not. And I believe Leicester are going to be looking to make permanent signings, which is obviously a positive. So that should be good. But yeah, we'll talk about some more team news a bit later on, but pretty much it's just left back and the right winger. And obviously there's a few links going around as well. Fabrizio Romano did mention about half an hour before the stream started about Ounahi and Leicester, so we'll talk about that a bit more later. But yeah, let's get into the chat. I actually predicted it right, first game I ever predicted right this year. Fair play. Predict Newcastle, son. Here we go. Let them know. Hopefully, not bugger. We can't say Lookman 100%. I really do not want to sign that guy. Surely not. Surely we can do better than that. But saying Leicester, probably not. But yeah, talking of these potential signings, then I've noted a few players down on my list. So one player I've noted down is Azzedine Ounahi from Stade Rennais, who was a left back we were linked to in January, the summer. Sorry, obviously Stade Rennais player did quite well against us in the Conference League. I would definitely take him. I think West Ham were interested in him as well in the summer, but nothing really came through in the end. So that's one player I think Leicester should probably go out and try. But if you guys have got any suggestions in the chat for left backs, let me know your thoughts. But for me, I do like the sound of Azzedine Ounahi. I think it is from Stade Rennais. I think it's quite attackingly and defensively was quite solid as well in the games we played against him. So yeah. Jesus, voice. Is Estepinian available for left back? I'm not sure, to be fair. Honestly, I do not have a Scooby-Doo about that one. So we'll have to see, though. Obviously, there hasn't really been too many links. There was a link to Luke Shaw in the summer, a little one, but I don't think that's going to happen now because obviously he's pretty much starting for United, isn't he? So, yeah. Ant's coming in with a good suggestion. Grimaldo. I believe he's a free agent, isn't he? I think, is he a free agent or his contract's nearly done, I think. Obviously, he's a bit more experienced, but maybe we need someone. We just need someone who's not injury prone because on paper, when everyone's fit, Leicester do have quite a good bunch of fullbacks, but two of them always seem to be getting injured in Justin and Ricky. So we are left to the bare bones. I think Thomas is going to play against Newcastle and Liverpool, which I don't think there's nothing to be too concerned about. I know it was only MK, but I thought he was really good against. I thought he was really good against MK. So he has pocketed Salah in the past. But I think obviously long term we need someone there just in case because Thomas he's a good player, but he's still developing crucially. So if I could sign anyone, be like Bowen, that would be a great signing, but can't see it happening. Last year the contract, 27 from Benfica, captain was moved to the Premier. I'd definitely take it. I watched him for Portugal a bit in the Euros. Obviously they weren't great, but he looked all right. So that's one player I would take. There's obviously some options out there. It could be a potential loan with an option to buy potentially with someone a bit younger. But as Ant says with Grimaldo, I thought he was older than 27, to be fair. 27, I'd 100% take him. So, yeah, that's one player we should go out and try and sign, I think. But, yeah, I think, obviously, you don't really see too many teams making a transfer, first, second, third of January, usually more towards the end. So we'll start to see things progress, I think, a bit more. Rodgers might have to Robin Gosens. That is another good suggestion. That is true. I think we were linked with him in the past quite a lot. I think it was the same summer when Leicester signed Castagne, wasn't it? We were heavily interested in Robin Gosens, where he impressed. Yeah, it was that season where he impressed with Germany in the Euros. I think the reason why he didn't want to come was because we didn't get Champions League. So if he comes now, it would be a bit of an interesting one, but fair enough. Well, I saw that bugger. I don't see the point of signing Jeremy Bog or whatever his name is. He's trash. Let's be honest. He really is. He's not great. It's not great, but let's not write him off already. But you never know. Hello, Naeem. I think I say his name. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. What do you say, Gosens? Yeah, I don't see much. I don't see the issue with it. I think obviously what he was better a few years ago, but I still think there's a good player in there. He's played with Castagne before at Atalanta as well, so could link them two up. So I wouldn't be against it. He's got European experience, just like I said a minute ago. Played for Germany in the Euros and did quite well. So yeah, I wouldn't be against it. But I think with left backs, we just have to wait and see. But yeah, right wingers. Let us know what you guys are saying for any right wingers in the chat as well. I've noted down a few names as well. Obviously, one name on my list is Jeremy Boga because it's quite realistic. The other one is Beauregard from Stade Rennais. As you can see, I'm going with quite a lot of people from Stade Rennais, but Beauregard, I believe he did score against us, the first goal in the away game in the Conference League. He's not the fastest of wingers. He's a bit like Perez, not like Barnes, if you get what I mean. He's a bit more, he likes to come inside a bit more, which I think could suit us because obviously Castagne likes to come out quite wide if he's playing right back. So I think with right wingers, it's tough because in the past we've been linked with lots of Noni Madueke, and I don't think that's going to happen now because I believe he's still injured. If Mahrez wants to come back, feel free because that would just solve everything, wouldn't it? But yeah, don't forget. I don't know if Rodgers has changed, but they said last January. Yeah, it's true. It's 100% true because, you're right because in May or April, I remember making this exact video saying, "Oh, Leicester are going to be doing this, this, and this," and nothing happened. So hopefully it's the opposite. But I think the key thing in the tweet, if I go back up to it, obviously saying this a few days before January, and the key thing is Leicester will have money to spend, which is the main thing. So hopefully, hopefully it can happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, he seems like a good player, doesn't he? Wish he could come. Big up Lookman. Marcus Edwards from Sporting. Yeah, he's a decent player. I watched him against Tottenham in the Champions League match. Looks alright. Right now there's just no real concrete links around anyone, so I think we'll just have to wait and see for wingers, etc., fullbacks. Obviously, there has been a few links with Azzedine Ounahi, so I'm just going to go and find the tweet from Fabrizio Romano, which was about half an hour ago. So let me just get that up for you guys quickly. Ounahi. Here we go then. Right, Fabrizio Romano then. Morocco star Ounahi on his future. I'll pick my future club based on the best sporting project. Main factor to decide, that is the main factor to decide my next move. Napoli are exploring conditions of the deal to sign Ounahi. As Sante J.A., who's an Orange source, has reported. Nothing concrete with Leicester as of now. So, to be fair, I think it's good that Leicester have actually been mentioned. Obviously, there's nothing concrete, so we can't get too excited. But it's clear to see that Leicester are interested in Azzedine Ounahi. If you don't know, I'll just flip back to my notes. Moroccan international, obviously did well in the World Cup. He's 22. He's a midfielder. He can play as an 8 or a number 10. Plays for Angers in Ligue 1. Signed for them in the summer for only 400k, and the price tag reportedly being mentioned is 40 million, which is quite a lot. So 40 mil is crazy. Leicester are interested. Imagine Ramos and Faze at the back. That would be Brexit, wouldn't it? But you never know. Hello, Hayden, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the stream. Ounahi, never going to join. I don't want him just because he's 40 million. Like Roger says, we have money, but we're not going to. Yeah, if let's spend 40 million for him, it would be a crazy decision because, as we know, just as I said a minute ago, he signed for Angers for 400,000 in the summer, and now his price tag's 40 million. So I can't really see how one World Cup. Yes, he was fantastic, but one World Cup cannot justify his price going up by that much because it's just crazy. But we'll have to wait and see. I think the only way Leicester will sign this, guys, is if Tielemans leaves this January or maybe Maddison. But I can't see that happening, to be fair. I really can't. I can't see Tielemans going in January. I can't see James Maddison going in January. No chance. If it will be one of them, I think more chance of it being Tielemans, to be fair. Because Leicester, I'm not going to let James Maddison go this January. I just can't see it happening. So, interesting stuff. Leicester have been mentioned, so we'll have to wait and see how it develops. Obviously, Napoli interested there. Obviously, they're probably more likely to spend 40 mil than us. They've got Champions League football. They've got a better team. So maybe Ounahi would prefer to go to there. Sorry, but maybe a move to the Premier League could be on for him as well. So we'll have to wait and see how this all develops. But that's about it for transfers. Though we won't go on about it for too much because I think obviously right now there's nothing concrete. It's just rumours, plans, targets, that sort of things. There's nothing going spicy right now, boys. So we'll have to wait and see. But team news then ahead of the Newcastle United game. Let's get into that in a minute. I'm just going to read through some of the chat. In my opinion, Gosens is the most realistic. Let's not mention the price tag. I don't know if it has been a price tag for Gosens mentioned, but I think Gosens or Adrian Truffert could be quite realistic because I think I can remember Leicester being quite interested in Adrian Truffert in the summer, so I do like him as a player as well. But like I said, let's get into some of the team news if I can find he tweets on Twitter. Follow my Twitter if you haven't already, boys. Some absolute content, 3 likes per tweet, absolutely gargantuan. So yeah, let's go. It's not very. I should have done this before the stream, shouldn't I? But yeah, let's try and find it. Here he is. Owen Palmer Atkin with the tweets. Apologies, boys. It's not very professional, is it? But yeah, here we go then. Breaking. Brendan Rodgers tells the press conference that James Maddison has a knee problem and will be given every chance to play on Boxing Day against Newcastle United. Some other news. Johnny Evans out with a calf injury for a number of weeks. Dewsbury's back in contention. Ricardo Justin obviously still out with Bertrand back on the grass, which is just pointless. Obviously the Will Alves injury as well, which I'll discuss a bit later on. So yeah, that's the team news then for the game on Boxing Day against Newcastle United. Obviously no Evans, which is pretty normal now. I think he needs to go, or we need to prepare for life without Johnny Evans. Obviously, Dewsbury's back in contention as well. So that is the news for Newcastle, which is positive, I think. Obviously, Maddison, fingers crossed, can play that game already, be involved. Dewsbury, it's interesting there. Who starts? Dewsbury, I think Samare's he's got to be in there, surely. That's a shame. A Newcastle player. It's a shame Newcastle player. Do you mean Maddison? I don't know. The flipping Newcastle fans are so deluded. I used to respect them, but as soon as they've got like this top 4 rubbish and all this money, they think they're all good. It's like relax. Is the guy who said to other teams? Do you mean Owen Palmer Atkin? I think if you mean him, he's just Leicester. But yeah. So for Newcastle then, pretty much full strength apart from obviously Ricardo, Justin, Bertrand, etc. So it should be a strong team. And to be fair, I do think we'll win. I really do. Don't know why, but I just see Leicester going and putting on a really good performance and coming away with a nice win. Don't know why. I can feel it. I really can. It will be a statement win as well. So hopefully it can happen. But obviously it's going to be a tough one. But yeah, it's going to be hard there because obviously the Premier League's returning. Teams are at different levels of fitness and stuff, and it's crunch time. It's a crucial game to come back in. The MK game will give us some confidence, but realistically, Newcastle game is the real business, and it's a game I think Leicester can get a result from. So hopefully we can do it. Like, as we know, it's going to be tough. Newcastle have been excellent so far this year. We'll discuss the game a bit more tomorrow night in the preview show on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve special, but should be decent. Sadly not. No, I'm at family on Boxing Day, so I won't be at the game, but I will be at Liverpool on this time next week on Friday night. So I will be there. But yeah, sadly not the game on Boxing Day. But if you guys are going, enjoy it, get behind the lads, make it loud, and hopefully we can come away with the victory. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I'm looking forward to it there. I really am. But yeah. So yeah, Newcastle up next then. But yeah, just quickly then, ending things off. Going to have a quick little chat about Will Alves. Obviously, if you guys have been living under an absolute rock, he is sadly doing his ACL, meaning he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Obviously, he's not involved in the main team, but he was definitely going there. Obviously, played against MK, came on, did good. Then the following day, played against Wolves in the FA Trophy, I think it was, and got snapped by an absolute helmet, who should get banned more than what he is, because it was obvious that it was intentional to break his ACL, break his leg pretty much. So yeah, it's crazy because I'm disappointed for the man, because I really thought this year could be his breakout year. And as we know, Will Alves is an excellent player. He's the same age as me, for God's sake. He's played with us with the main players. So yeah, it's just a bit of a shame because it's just, he's looking good, and then this absolute helmet goes and does that. So yeah, Leicester. The next time Leicester youth team play Wolves youth team, it will be an interesting game. I might try and go to it, to say the least, because yeah, it was an absolute diabolical challenge from the Wolves centre back and Will Alves. So hopefully he can recover. I wish Will all the best, and hopefully he can come back stronger, because as we know, this guy is a real talent. He's only 17 years old. plays for England. He's had a few appearances now in the first team at Leicester. Obviously, played against MK on Tuesday, so hopefully he can recover. But I have to wait and see. I just noticed was 20 minutes in, and the scarves, they're still hanging up. It's beautiful stuff. But yeah, that's about it for Walt Alves. I don't think there's too much to really go there. I'd rather not speak about it because it's just annoying. But yeah, hopefully Will can recover quickly and get back to his usual self in about 9 months' time. But yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left. If you guys got any questions, let us know. We've discussed most things tonight. Obviously, we discussed a bit about MK at the start, about 10 minutes on the transfer news and a bit of team news in preparation for the Newcastle game on Boxing Day. So, yeah, the preview will be out tomorrow. It will either be a live stream or probably a video. Obviously, I'm not going to upload it on Christmas Day. And then Boxing Day is the game itself. The reaction will probably be out the day after because, like I said, I'm busy on Boxing Day with family stuff. And then obviously we'll look ahead to Liverpool and a bit of transfer news if there is anything going on there. So that's a plan for the next couple of days. But right now, focus on this Newcastle game. Hopefully we can pick up a result there. To be fair, I don't know about you guys. Would you guys take a point from that game? Let us know. For me, I probably would, to be fair, because it's a tough game. It's a tough game because Newcastle are third right now. They're on great form. They have a very good side, well drilled, tough to break down. Obviously, going forward, they are very hard to stop as well. So it's going to be a tough challenge. But if Leicester play like we have before the World Cup, especially against like Everton and Wolves, I really think we can come back to home. First Premier League game at home in a long time, and pick up a lovely little W. But yeah, got the hiccups now. Beautiful stuff. Never uploaded. Yeah, I think I have to be fair. Back in the day, though, I used to do a stream on Christmas Eve, doing a Christmas countdown. Beautiful content, boys. But yeah, Christmas is not the time to be doing that. And to be fair, even if you do upload, no one's going to watch it, so it's just a waste of time, really. Let's be honest. So yeah, I think for content wise, we're going to try and stay as consistent as we can over the next couple of days into the rest of the season, and obviously January we'll be banging out the content as much as we can. But yeah, I think tonight the Foxes 30 will turn into the Foxes 25. I'm probably going to wrap it up here because I think we've pretty much gone through everything. Not too many guys in here tonight, which is understandable. So yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up in a few minutes time. Cause pretty much we've discussed everything, and it's just rumours. It's just rumours. Hopefully, in a few days, we can start seeing some proper things going on, some big links, some big news, and we can go and discuss that one, boys. But yeah, a big thanks to you boys for popping in tonight. It's much appreciated. Make sure to drop a like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe as well to the channel if you guys have not already. Lots of content on the way. If you're watching this video on playback, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to check out the MK vlog if you haven't already as well. There'll be a link in the description as well. So yeah, lots of stuff on the way. Big game against Newcastle. Have a good Christmas if you don't watch tomorrow's stream or video, and I'll see you boys. Yeah, if you don't tune in tomorrow, I'll see you boys after Christmas on Boxing Day talking about the Newcastle game. So yeah, that's the plan. Cheers for coming in, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, I'm SPORTSA, and I'll see you boys very soon in my next video. In a bit of ways, stay safe and have the Leicester.